What if one of the most important operating systems in history did not begin as a grand corporate masterplan at all? What if Unix started because a few researchers lost faith in a giant project, found a smaller machine, and began building something leaner from the wreckage? Before Unix, there was Multics. Bell Labs had worked on it, but by 1968 and 1969 the project looked too large, too expensive, and too slow to deliver the kind of usable computing environment the Bell Labs group actually wanted. The real goal was not just a machine that worked. Ritchie later explained that they wanted an environment where programming and close collaboration could happen together. That idea matters, because Unix was born as a culture before it became a standard. Then came a strange turning point. Thompson had been working on a game called Space Travel. Running it on larger systems was frustrating and expensive, so he moved toward a little-used DEC PDP-7. That machine became the place where the Unix story truly began. At first, this was not the polished Unix people imagine. Thompson and Ritchie had to build basic tools around that machine, and while doing that, file system ideas that had been sketched on blackboards began turning into a real operating system. Small pieces came first. Then the system started to breathe. By 1971, Unix was no longer just an experiment in a corner. The first Unix programmer's manual was dated November 3, 1971, and early Unix already had a file system, an editor, formatting tools, and the bones of the command-driven world that would define it. But the real explosion came in 1973. Unix was rewritten in C. That decision changed everything, because operating systems were still expected to live close to the hardware in assembly. Unix suddenly had a path to move across machines instead of staying trapped inside one. That is why Unix did not stay a Bell Labs curiosity. Its ideas spread into universities, later systems, and eventually into entire operating system families. Linux, BSD, macOS, iOS, Android, the names changed, but the Unix shadow never left modern computing. So was Unix really just an operating system, or was it the moment computing learned to become flexible, portable, and modular? And how different would your digital life look if that quiet Bell Labs experiment had never escaped that room? Subscribe for the next forgotten machine that changed everything.